Here we go, back again with another match day review. It's finished Southampton 4, Sunderland 2. Before we start to dissect this shower of shite, in the last 6 games, 6 defeats in a row from Sunderland, 6 games defeats. Well done, Southampton, on your victory. Well done. Well done. And scoring your 4 goals. Extracting revenge on Sunderland's 5-0 win at the Stadium of Light. So well done, Southampton. You were the better team today. Just and deserve the 3 points. And good luck on your playoffs. But Sunderland today showed exactly why Christian Speakman needs to be sacked from this club. Why KLD needs to either put his hand in his pocket and spend some money, either change the model at the club or sell up and find somebody who wants to take this club forward. Because we've gone backwards this season. Backwards. Since Christmas, we've gone backwards. Since the sacking of Tony Mowbray, we've gone backwards. That proves Christian Speakman has to be sacked. He has to be kicked out of this club. We do not want Christian Speakman at Sunderland Football Club. Well, I'll speak for myself. I don't. What we have done, we pressed the self-destruct button in the second half of this season. Yes, Tony Mowbray was going through a bad patch. Yes, he spoke up allegedly to Christian Speakman about the recruitment, about getting a striker in at the club. Experience. I'm not saying Tony Mowbray was 100% correct. If it was his idea to bring Dak in, it was the worst decision. Whoever that was the worst decision made. One of the worst decisions. Let's look at the top 3 decisions at this club being made. You let me know in the comments down below if you agree with a shower of shite. First of all, Speakman sacking Mowbray, number 1. Mowbray with the bags of experience. I can't see Mowbray ever going through 6 defeats in a row. The worst run since 2006. Come on. Does anybody out there think that Tony Mowbray would have lost 6 games on the bounce? Would he have let the likes of Triantos and Mienda go out to other clubs when we know we are, threadbare? We are thin on the ground in numbers. We know Ballard is susceptible to an injury, a yellow card. Look, 9's the same to a yellow card. And yet we let Triantos go. Triantos played in defence, was sealed when we beat, was it Birmingham or West Brom? Probably Birmingham. Yet we let him go, and today it's come back to bite us in the arse. So the first big major decision that we screwed up on this season, not this season, the second half of the season, because we've got rid of Danny Bart, we've got rid of Gooch, and exactly what they wanted to do, they got rid of my second major balls up in the second half of the season, was get rid of Pritchard. Absolutely shocking. We have nobody to take set pieces. And yet we let the only person who can put a good set piece into the box or shot from a free kick go. It is absolutely shocking from Christian Speakman. Absolutely shocking. So there's number 1 and 2. Tony Mowbray, yes, he was going through a bad spell. But he did raise and he did voice his concerns to the hierarchy. And he's completely justified. He's been completely justified in doing so. He knows more than Speakman. He knows more than the Bairn KLD. We've absolutely capitulated the second half of the season. And let's go back to the end of last season. There is an interview out there somewhere You've read it, I've read it, where Speakman says, allegedly, top 2, top 6. Okay, we did okay, top 6. We're going for the top 2 next season. We're going for the top 2 next season. Pulling the wool over Sunderland fans' eyes is absolutely shocking. The Sunderland fans going down today, travelling to the second longest journey in the Championship, and starting a team like that what Dodds started today. Who on God's earth out there, which Sunderland fan? I mean, let's face it, we've all got our opinions. I can't believe anybody out there would start Burstow. But anyway, Speakman, you got rid of Tony Mowbray with absolutely no backup plan. None whatsoever. That shows incompetence of the highest order. Absolute incompetence. If you got rid of Mowbray but you had a good manager to come in, a good head coach to come in, then fair enough. Somebody who can be improved upon. But no, you give Dodds to the end of the season. Nobody comes in. You give Michael Beale, Michael Beale, who was 14th choice on the agenda, I would have thought. Definitely not KLD's first choice. May have been Speakman's first choice because it's jobs for the boys. He's best mates with Dodds. He's best mates with Beale. And he's running this club into the ground. Now, the pressure is going to build on these young players at the club. And it's not the young players' faults. Not the lads out there today's faults. They're inexperienced. They may not even be at the level of the Championship. They've got nobody out there. I think our biggest experienced player today was Ballard at the age of 24. And he got injured. So for me, Speakman has to be sacked. KLD needs better advisors. If the rumours are true, and his mum's broke and KLD's broke and they've got no money, again, I don't know. If that's the true, find somebody to sell to and bring somebody into the club who wants to take Sunderland forward, who has the money, has the knowledge, has the experience, has the advisors to take Sunderland forward. If not, KLD, if not, then get rid of Speakman and bring somebody else in who can do a better job. Because he has failed. Speakman's failed. 100%. He's failed. He should have been sacked. Any other job, he would have been sacked. He needs to go. Simple as. Sacking Tony Mowbray. Again, I am confident, 100% confident that he would not have lost 6 on the row. So today, we started the game with this team. We did have Patterson, Hume, Yelder, Ballard, Sealt, Neil Job, Mundell, Barr, Rigg, Burstow and Barr are not good enough in my opinion. For me, end of the season, both of them have to go from the club. Barr looks a really nice young lad. I wish him all the best. But for me, to progress in the Championship, I don't think Barr is anywhere near that standard. Soft, weak as piss, gets brushed off the ball. Not good enough. Burstow, I see nothing at all in Burstow's credentials to say he should start another game in a Sunderland shirt. Let him go now. Rushin shows more in 2 minutes than Burstow shows in 65. I'm sorry, it's just my opinion. And I'm not saying Rushin is Championship standard either. I don't believe a lot of these players we brought in from the recruitment are Championship standard. It's cheap. That's what it is. We are cheap. We are pound stretcher. You can go and spend money at Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer's, but no, we're shopping at pound stretcher. Poundland. It just reeks of cheapness. So anyway, the game starts. Early days. The ball comes in the box. Job's defending. Instead of heading the ball backwards out of play or letting the ball go out of play, he heads the ball back into the danger area and Southampton score straight away under the cosh. It took us 29 minutes to register anything like a shot on target. And Burstow, the only opportunity, actually he had opportunity before actually Joe gave away that silly mistake. He broke on the left-hand side, he got the ball, he did well actually, got the ball, he broke, had to pass to Chris Rigg, he went for goal, it was neither there, anywhere. It went wide, shocking. But Burstow on 29 minutes, some good play from Sunderland, got the ball free, he got down to the touchline, he pulls the ball back, hits the post, never going to go in. And then Chris Rigg gives away a penalty. And I'm gutted because I do like Chris Rigg. I see loads of potential in Chris Rigg. But when you got someone like Chris Rigg playing, a 16-year-old lad playing in a team, we need to have experience alongside this lad to bring him on, to guide him in the right direction. But we have none of that at this club because we sold our experience. Imagine Pritchard with Chris Rigg guiding him or bringing in some other experienced players to guide the kids through. We've got nobody. There's no one at this club for Sunderland players to look up to. Nobody. Not one iota. There's nobody there for Chris Rigg to look up and say, he's going to guide me through. There's nobody. There's nobody at all leading this club at this moment in time. It's a rudderless club, drifting along. We're drifting downhill. So Chris gives away a penalty. He goes in, yes, it's a penalty. It's his mistake. He'll own it. He'll grow. He'll get better. I'm not going to slag him off. He's a bairn, a young lad. He needs the guidance from experienced players, and Christian Speakman has failed. KLD has failed at this club. And you can come on here and blab on about, yes, we got promoted from League One. But if we don't do anything and change and adopt our strategy, we'll end up back in League One. And then you can come and tell me all about this brilliant hierarchy. KLD's got to change or sell the fucking club. Our first shot on target was 40 minutes Mundle. Half time 2-0. Do apologise. And we were screaming for substitutions. Absolutely screaming. 55 minutes to make the change. Rushan comes on. Burstow goes off. Adil comes on. Takes off Chris Rigg. And straight away, we start to create things. We start to do well. At the moment, we've got Ballard. We've got Lex Sealt in defence, both in yellow cards, but they're both defending quite well, to be honest. They're not to blame for any of the goals. And Barr becomes free. This typifies Barr. Free left-hand side, acres of space, in the penalty box. He cuts back and gives the ball away. Just awful. The player, Abdullah Barr, is awful. I'm sorry, he's not Championship standard. And why do we let Juice and Benetti go out on loan? Come on, let me know in the comments down below. Why have we let Juice and Benetti go out on loan to keep Barr? It's beggars belief. I don't understand the decisions at this club. The likes of fuck-ups and mistakes at this club is unbelievable. It's unprecedented. If Triandos was still at this club, if Benetti was still at this club, they'd be on the pitch before Barr and before Styles. Harry Styles having a laugh, ain't you? Anyway. It takes a bit of good high press from Sunderland and Southampton mind with their own downfall. You know, they're controlling the game 2-0 and they're fucking about in defence, passing the ball about in defence. They're their own downfall. Tippy-toeing around, give the ball away. Brilliant play from Mundle. Mundle does show a bit, you know, I see the light at the end of the tunnel with Mundle. Mundle could be a player in the future. He's one of the players that have got in that could be a player in the future. But early days. He gets the ball off, I think, Dan Neil. He shoots deflected top corner, right-hand side, 2-1. From nowhere, we're back into the game. And then, before we know it, the double substitution, which is late from Dodds because Rushin should have started in the first place. Adil should have started. The way Adil finished against Leicester, that team that finished against Leicester probably should have started against Southampton. Maybe, so obviously not with Luke 09 because he's suspended. But Job, free, makes amends for his absolute fuck up in the box in the first 8 minutes and scores an absolute fantastic goal. And I'm pleased because he gets a lot of stick. He shouldn't be starting games of football. He's under tremendous pressure, I think, anyway, from everybody. And I'm sure in his contract, it must say he has to start so many games because he starts games when he shouldn't be starting. But well done, Job. Brilliant goal. Fantastic goal. Gets us back into the 2-2. And no sooner do we get back into the game, Ballard goes off. I give up. I absolutely give up. Ballard goes off and he brings on Styles. Yelder goes to centre-back. And we could have had Triantos on the bench. There's nothing about Triantos that I've seen so far that I dislike. Him and Sealed in the centre of defence would have been okay. But we shipped him off the Hibs to get rid of, for me, getting rid of Mienda, Benetti and Triantos is to loosen the wage bill, to let other teams pay their wages so we save money. We're scrimping and scraping bottom of the barrel to save money, but we're not going to get promoted because I don't want to get promoted to this club. This hierarchy, in my opinion, do not want promotion at this club. This 5-year plan seems to be going on for 6 years. But no sooner as Ballard's gone off, it's 2-2, we capitulate. Defence is wide open. You know, we got nothing at all, and Southampton go on, and they're going to win 4-2. And 6 defeats in a row. Come on, let me know in the comments down below what a game next week against QPR. If we lose next week against QPR, the fans, it will turn toxic at the Stadium of Light. So there's got to be look at Aberdeen. Neil Warnock's left Aberdeen. It wouldn't be a bad decision to bring Neil Warnock at the club for the last whatever games we've got left to stay us safe. I know, we're off relegation at the moment, but teams around us start winning. We keep losing. We lose against QPR. Sheffield wins the last game of the season. Squeaky bum time. A bunch of young kids with no experience and Ballard's injured. Luke 09's out of game. What's going to happen next week? Who have we got for centre-backs next week? We've got to try out us go. That's just fucking shocking. But anyway, for me, it wouldn't be a bad decision to bring in Neil Warnock, put Dodds back in the backroom staff, let Neil Warnock get these kids some confidence. Let them shape, do something different. Neil Warnock, for me, will get us a win. He'll bring us in, probably beat QPR, and we'll be safe. End of the season, yes, part ways, and start afresh. Sack Speakman, KLD, spend some money or sell the club, and we start afresh next season. Dodds from now to the end of the season is not the answer, because if we lose against QPR, it will absolutely go toxic. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts down below. We knew what was coming today. Look at even the Sunderland fans out there with rose-tinted glasses kind of knew we'd lose today against Southampton. The big games start next week against QPR. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. Man of the match today. Tell you what, I'll give it to Mundell for the goal. Good individual goal. He looks a bit of promise. Decent lad. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. See you next time. Cheers.